and welcome to Pemberley Farm. Well, y'all have got me today. I have done a few videos on here, and most of the time I do bath and body products, and we realized I had not done a soap video. So today I'm making soap. I also need to make soap to sell for some of our upcoming events, and so it was the perfect opportunity to be able to film. So today I am making soap. It's pretty easy, actually. Soap is not a big deal. You need coconut oil. So soap is basically 3 ingredients: fat, lye, and water, or milk. I use water right now just because it's what's easiest. I'll talk about the milk process though in just a minute. So anyway, we need coconut oil is what I use. You can use lard, you can use other types of fat, pretty much any type of fat. This is cheap at Sam's, so these big old things of coconut oil is what I use the majority of the time. I am going to start using some herb infused oil soon to just kind of jazz up my soaps a little bit. That is more expensive though. Anyway, so it's hot, so this coconut oil is already partially melted, but it's not melted enough. So basically what we have here is 5 cups of coconut oil, and I will melt it. In these two, we have 6 ounces of lye and 17 ounces of water, and I used a scale to get those. There are some recipes that just go by regular measurement. Once you've done it once, you could pay attention to what the measurement is on the measuring cups and go from there, but so I don't have to remember it, and I've already gotten the ounces written out. I always have a scale on hand. A few things you need. So those are the components, the ingredients of making soap. That's a plain soap. We can add scents. So I use doTERRA essential oils. You can use herbs. So like all the herbs, you have seen us make tinctures and oil infusions and teas and stuff like that. We'll link some of those videos. Those same herbs I can use in my soaps. Some other things you need. You want to use all stainless. You don't want to use plastic or wood. You want stainless and glass. An immersion blender. These are loaf molds. This is for cutting it after it's set. You want a thermometer. Other types of molds. I have all different kinds of molds anyway. And then, so safety gear. This is a much healthier, much safer soap, but lye and water mixed together do put off a gas, and it burns. And so you want, which I think I need, there's gloves, goggles. You do not want this mixture to get in your eyes. If it splatters in your eyes, it's rough. I used this when I was pregnant. This is a little overkill. And then I use this as like a mask. And then I use these, or you could use one of these as a mask. I mean, people did it back in 2020. But I also put this over my hair to keep my hair out of my face, which normally when my hair is in a braid it stays out of my face anyway, but you know, it's just extra protection. So you want this type of stuff just so that you don't get the hot splatter on you, because when you mix these together it gets extremely hot. And so you want some safety measures in place. For me, the biggest thing is the eyes, and then my hands, because I'm in it. So my biggest is I always wear the goggles and I always wear the gloves because I'm in it and I don't want my eyes getting hurt. Alright, so that's like the basic equipment. This is the basic. I'm going basic here. There's a lot more you can do. There's a lot fancier things you can do, but for today I'm going basic. So this is the basic setup. This is the lye I use. Sometimes you can get it from a hardware store. We have ordered ours off Amazon. So yes, so now I need to melt this, but before I do that, I'm going to mix this stuff together. So I'm going to get set up here. So this is my basic setup. I hope I'm not too distorted here. But this is my basic setup. People say I look like an alien or a mad scientist or something, but anyway. I've done this a million times, but I still keep my recipe in front of me just for in case. Alright, so we need to melt this still, but I want to do this first. Alright, so we take 6 ounces of powdered lye and you pour it into 17 ounces of distilled water. Okay, I forgot to mention that earlier. Please use distilled water. I would imagine tap water's fine if you're on a well. You don't want city water, you want well water or distilled water. So now this is very hot. Might want to touch it, it's very hot. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to let this cool, and I'm going to finish melting this, and then we'll show you what's next. I mixed this together and I melted this, and so the reason you need the thermometer is both of these things need to be around 120 degrees. It's not going to be the end of the world if it's a little off. This is probably a little under, this is a little over, so mixing it together, you know, I'm not too worried about it. It may change the amount of time I have to blend it, but it should be alright. So basically what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I said this earlier. You know, I put the lye into the water. You always want to do it that way. You always pour the lye into the water, okay? If you're using milk, you always pour the lye into the milk. Because if you do it the other way, it makes a bigger mess. And then from here, you pour the lye and water into the lard, the coconut oil, whatever fat you're using. You pour it in. And I don't have to come this way a little. And then you're going to beat with a stick blender, and you're going to beat for about you're going to beat it for about 7 minutes. So that's loud and aggravating, and so I'm going to turn this off for that part. But you're so we're gonna beat this for roughly 7 minutes. All right, did a little over 7 minutes, and I figured I would have to until it's traced. And what trace means is you can see when you drag this across, it brings lines. Alright, I need to hurry up and get these in the molds before it gets too hard, so that's my next step. Alright, so we did it till it was traced, and it's I need to hurry at this point. That got super hot. Anyway. Also, I didn't have this on earlier, but you want protection of your countertop because it will most definitely damage your countertop if you're not careful. As of right now, I just use bar molds like this. I'm going to start using those loaf molds more often though, because I'm up in my soap making game. A word about making it with milk instead of water. You want to freeze the milk first. You want the milk frozen and then thawed. Just trying to think what the other things were. Mainly you just want to freeze it first. It makes it easier if you freeze it first. And so that's that. So this is going to sit for 24 hours and then it will come out of its molds and sit for 4 weeks. All of this that's dirty from everything, I'm going to leave it and let it sit and harden and then scrape all the soap off. So that it's easier to clean. So yeah, I'm just not gonna scent this. I just totally forgot to put the scent stuff in it. I let it get too trace while mixing, and so therefore it hardened up on me a lot quicker. You just want a light trace where you barely see the lines across the top, and I let it get very trace while trying to film. And so I was in a hurry to get it in the molds before it got too hard, and I just didn't even think about scenting it. But yeah, sit 24 hours, then cure for 4 weeks, and then you have soap. Like I said, the milk is the same, it just replaces the water. You just want to freeze it first and then let it thaw. I thank you for watching today. Please like and share and subscribe to our channel and our videos. You can also check us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest, and our website. We are Pemberley Farm Homestead. And I pray that you have a blessed day. Thanks from Pemberley Farm.